Hello, my Leo friends. It's nice to be back. We are here with a tarot reading for the new moon energy. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa and I do tarot readings based on the new moon energy and the full moon energy. We'll be looking at the new moon, which is going to be June 21st, I believe, 21st. Everything is going on that Saturday and Sunday. So we have our new moon, our solar eclipse, which we won't see here in the US, but we'll be seeing like in Asia and on that part of the globe, the planet. So we have that, and then we have the solstice, which is happening on the new moon. Same thing. So a lot of beginnings, and of course we're starting Cancer season. So yeah. So Leos who are not used to tapping into their emotions, you may not get a choice. Not only are we having all of those things going on, but we also have all of these retrogrades, and Mercury is going into retrograde as of taping this or filming this, whatever. There's no tape or film. I don't know why we say that anymore. As of recording this, I think it actually happens tomorrow. So yeah, that's great. So if you're a Leo and you're not used to dealing with those emotions, you may not get a choice. I think Mercury is going to make that happen for you. So buckle up. All right, let's take a look at your new moon energy. What is the new moon energy for Leo? I think that might have been too many cards. No, that's perfect, the amount of cards that I was going to get. Okay. High Priestess. Oh my god, I think we might have done this last time. Who kept getting the High Priestess? Okay, High Priestess. We have Temperance. Okay, and then we have the Two of Wands. Overall, okay, before we even jump into the cards individually, something I'm seeing in all three of the cards. See those two here on opposite sides at equal height? Then we have the two pillars of the High Priestess throne. I'd actually, in this deck, it's not really a throne, but the two pillars that stand behind the priestess and the High Priestess. And then Temperance, which to me also, it doesn't have the two flanking things, but the Temperance card for me always brings up balance. The Temperance card, if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, anytime the Temperance comes up, I talk about tempering eggs into like a custard, or like if you're going to make ice cream, you have to, you know, if you're going to have a hot liquid that you need to put eggs into, raw eggs, you do a method called tempering, where you add a little bit of the hot liquid to the eggs to kind of warm them gently. Otherwise, you end up with scrambled eggs in your cream. So tempering is kind of about balance, but it's taking baby steps to the balance. And then we have on either side, okay, so we have like the flanking staffs, the flanking pillars, right? These two cards are actually flanking the Temperance card here in the middle. So I really feel like there is a sense of balance that is either coming in or that you need to work on. We'll find out more in the cards. But definitely with these three cards, balance is really coming to the front for me. Getting into the specific meanings of the other cards, the High Priestess is about your intuition, about kind of taking charge of your own, I keep hearing the word vulnerability. So if that applies in some way, that's for you. And then the Two of Wands is kind of, you know, kind of taking it all in, waiting for the next step, waiting to see, maybe even waiting for your intuition to tell you what the next step is. And like I said with this, it's kind of like baby steps, bringing it into balance, one step at a time. And I see this as kind of like wondering what your next move will be and kind of waiting for the next step to come in for you. Like, you don't maybe necessarily know what the next step is, but you're definitely waiting for something. So I feel like that ties into the balance of you know, like taking one step at a time, because if you jump right in, I'm getting like the image of, have you seen those big inflatable things, and then somebody's sitting on one end over here, and somebody jumps in, or you know, jumps on top of it, and then like the air, and you know, like it unbalances itself. What the heck? What word is that? It unbalances itself and the other person goes flying. I feel like that's what is trying to come up here. At least that's the visual representation that I got. But yeah, like it's not, don't just jump in head first, because you might send something flying or someone. So it's really about taking those smaller steps and not kind of jumping right in. Definitely waiting for something to tell you what to do, waiting for your intuition, waiting for something else to happen before you take any steps. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have for Leo here? That was kind of a lot. Okay. What is Leo waiting for? What should Leo wait for? What should Leo be waiting for? Boop. Nine of Wands. Okay, more wands. We have the Nine of Wands. Again, see, not really taking any action, but it looks like some of the job is complete. It looks like you're okay. So when we ask the question, what are you waiting for? What should you be waiting for? And what you should be waiting for is somebody else to do some of the work. That's what I'm getting from this. There's work done. And then there you are standing again, you know, standing, watching. I don't feel like you're doing any of the heavy lifting here. I feel like you're kind of like standing on the sidelines, watching and waiting and kind of taking in the work of somebody else, possibly. Now this could be reversed roles. If there's if you're the Leo, this could be talking about somebody else in your life that is kind of on the sidelines watching you do all the work, and not really taking any action steps to help you progress. Could go either way. Could be you that's just kind of standing there on the sidelines, waiting for somebody else to do the work. And what you should be waiting for is for the work to be almost complete. I feel like you're waiting for the last step and then you're gonna jump in. Have you ever met anybody like that, where they like will watch you, you know, do something and you're working on it and they don't really want to help, they don't want to help, and then you're like almost to the end and they're like, oh, let me put the last piece on this puzzle for you, look at what I did. I kind of get that feeling from it, you know, but I feel like it's baby steps are the key here. Now I really feel like it could go either way. If it's you, if you're, I really feel like there's a lot of cross watchers on this one, where you're trying to figure out what the hell Leo's doing. I really kind of get that impression. Yeah, let me know if you're a cross watcher. I'm really curious, because that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. But it's definitely not doing the work, but letting somebody else do the work. Let them dig their own grave is kind of what I heard there. So yeah, if you're standing around kind of waiting, knowing that something is coming, oh my goodness, then I feel like that's what you're supposed to be doing. And if you're the other person and you feel like you're, you know, if you're a cross watcher, or this is fitting your situation reversed, if you're doing all the work and you feel like somebody else is just watching and waiting for you to be finished so that they can jump in and say, oh look, I helped, you know what I mean, then yeah, be careful of that. Hold on, let me get all these cards that I dropped on the floor. Okay, wow, I'm a little dizzy from that. Okay, so that's what we have there. Let's see if we can get some advice. I feel like that's what's going on, is, you know, somebody's waiting around for either, you know, their intuition to tell them what the next step should be, or they're kind of watching somebody else do all the work, or you're watching and waiting for somebody else to kind of complete their steps. Wow, lots of cards of advice here. Okay. Haha. Okay. So we got the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords. So I just don't get a good feeling, and I don't know if it's you or whatever you're dealing with. I don't know if it's a work situation or a personal situation. That really doesn't scream either or for me, but look at these guys, okay? So, you know, the advice here, this is really about focusing on yourself and not necessarily like, this one kind of gets a bad rap. This one kind of is like, you know, like, why are you ignoring what's being offered to you? But honestly, like, you don't have to take something if you've already got it. It's like, you know, you've already eaten your dinner and somebody wants to give you another meal. It's like, you know, it's okay to say no if you're already good. So like that's a little bit of advice, but I also get this is a warning. This is a warning. This is kind of deceit and that like deception, and I feel like it's you who's being deceived. Whoever's watching this, whether you're the Leo, you're the cross watcher, you're an interested party, whatever, I feel like there is a little bit of deception going on here. And I kind of feel like you already know this. Like there's something going on that you're not seeing, that you're refusing to acknowledge here, okay? We're getting kind of deep. I feel like there's something that you're refusing to acknowledge deception-wise. Now, you could very well be the one being the deceiver. I do kind of see that too. It could be, I don't see anything that screams victim. So this deception could be you, okay? This could be very much a case of, you know, you know what's in the cup, so you don't want to take it because you know what's in the cup. Like, what movie is that? The Princess Bride. You know, like the iocane powder or something like that, where the other guy, like there's like switching cups around and stuff, and it turns out that the other guy has already like built up a tolerance to this poison or whatever it is, so it really didn't matter which cup he chose, but the other guy was still trying to be all sneaky and shit. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Like, you know what's in the cup. Maybe, you know, are you trying to poison someone? I don't know. Poisoning their mind. Okay, we're gonna get some more cards. That's what I just heard. It doesn't seem to apply, but it could. All right. Can we get a clarification on this Seven of Swords? Jumped right out. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. 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 I'm really drawn to the fact that this page is not walking along the path, but across the path, okay? Again, I feel that deception coming in. This just being plain and simple, this could have to do with finances, being that it is Pentacles. Pentacles usually apply to money, career, your home, your physical belongings, your physicalness, anything that's physical that you can like snatch up, I feel like might be being snatched up, or you're trying to snatch something away from somebody else. The page, a messenger, a child, somebody who's just young or possibly immature, definitely could be representing a person of that personality type. But yeah, I feel like somebody's trying to they're trying to snatch away somebody's coins. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like, are you trying to get at somebody's pocketbook? Yeah. All right. Let me get a clarifier on this Four of Cups. Why is this Four of Cups here? Why is this Four of Cups here? Okay. We have another page, Page of Wands. Okay. I'm really feeling like this might be a person. So, and they're both facing the same way, and they're both like, okay, his feet on the path. One's actually facing the path, one's facing across, but he's looking in that direction too. I kind of feel like there's definitely some immaturity. Okay, with these pages, I'm really getting childlike drama surrounding this deceit card and this Four of Cups, where you're kind of like not wanting to see it. I kind of feel like maybe you're hiding something, possibly hiding money. Hiding money? Are you hiding money? That could be it too. Okay, this is bugging me. But wands for me can represent spirit, and they can represent your physical body too. So I feel like if there is something that's going on physically or financially, that is kind of up in the air or that is an issue currently for you, I would definitely be very cautious about that, okay? But definitely trusting your intuition is big right now. Planting seeds of prosperity, being mindful of your belongings, really. I feel like your physical, which is kind of weird with everything kind of being in the Cancer sign right now, Cancer being all about emotions and feelings and family, but family can also mean home, so be very careful with your belongings. You're not really being asked to take any action right now, so I feel like it's a time for you to kind of be aware of your surroundings, be aware of what other people are doing, okay? Yeah, watch your money and your physical body. That's what I've got for you. Let's hopefully pick this up at the full moon, which is in about a couple of weeks. So I will see you in that video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a blessed day.